welcome back. This time I thought we would look at this Mr. Mister album that I have both on vinyl and CD. I just picked up the vinyl at an estate sale. I thought it would be a nice addition since I do enjoy this CD. But this is the band Mr. Mister in the album Welcome to the Real World. This is from the 80s. It is 1985. And it was on RCA Records. And there you can see the four band members: Richard Page, Pat Mastelotto, Steve Harris, and Steve George. Clearly, with their 80s hairstyles and clothing, is definitely a sign of the times. The tracks are listed here, and I think the two songs that you would most know would be Broken Wings and Kyrie. That is actually the proper pronunciation, is Kyrie eleison. It is derived from Greek, but there's the CD there. Very nice and bright and reflective with the RCA and Victor logos on it. And we'll open the book. And you can see there the band members. Again, very 80s. And this background reminds me so much of the Aha video for Take On Me. You can see it just folds out like that. But on the inside is the lyrics for the songs. There's Broken Wings right there. And over here is Carrying. And you can see here, it says songs are 1985. It's nothing too crazy, kind of nice and simple, but it does harken back to the 80s, I would say, for sure. And we'll go ahead and take a look at the vinyl now. And this here would be the full record. You see the same cover. And there's the back of that. And inside, you get the sleeve, and that has the picture of the band on it here. That same picture that was in the other. And then on the back here is all the lyrics for all the songs. And inside here is the record. A little bit of dust on that. I have to clean this. I did just get this. But it's got the nice RCA logo right there. And the other side as well. do a little bit of cleaning on this, but I thought it was kind of cool to pick up the vinyl version for just a couple bucks, so that I could play that on my record player sometimes, since just depending on my mood, depends on how I want to listen to things. That is the record, and that CD. Thank you for joining me. I hope you really enjoyed that, and I'll see you in the next dive. Welcome back. Today, let's dive into this CD. This is the American Gladiators, The Music, which is basically a soundtrack from the 90s TV show. And you can see the track listings here. This is a collection of the music from the show, which also includes the American Gladiators theme, which I think if you're a fan of the show, you hear it and you instantly recognize it. But you can see also Queen, We Will Rock You, and Gary Glitter, Rock and Roll Part 2, Pat Benatar, Hit Me With Your Best Shot, also like Scandal, Warrior in Yellow. Oh yeah. So it's a collection of not just the score music, but also your usual sports anthem songs. I'll go ahead and open this up. I was a big fan of this show as a kid. It's very nostalgic for me to think about. Open the booklet here. Here's a picture of the rings. So in here, we have a listing of all these songs again. A few labels of the logos here. And you can see here the theme written by Bill Conti. Just the producers. It lists a few of the Gladiators' voices. Laser, Power, and Turbo. Mike Adams is the announcer. But this was from 1993. This was a couple years into the series, I think. That's why a few of the originals you can't see there in the artwork. In that picture. And on this side you can see it's just some still shots from a lot of the events that are on this show. Atmosphere was one of my favorites as a kid. I always wanted to roll around in one of those giant hamster balls and bang into each other. It always looked like fun. And Skytrack was interesting. You were hanging upside down and trying to run on all fours across a multi-lane track. I think I could probably remember a few of these. Like this one here is Zap. And this this is Ice. Of the ones it listed who have the voices, this one's Turbo. Up here is Laser. And this would be Tower. I think this one is Siren. And I think this might be Sky. I remember there was one named Sky, that might be her. This was one of my favorite things to watch as a kid. And I know that they have tried to reboot it a couple times, including now. And while it's still fun to revisit sometimes, I don't think they quite come across as great as it was back then, but the 90s were definitely a different time. I feel lucky to have lived through it. That is the CD for you. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you in the next dive. Hello again. This time, I thought we would dive into this Adele CD. This is her album 19, which of course was her debut album. And you can see from this sticker that I saved, this is a 2-disc limited edition. It does include some live acoustic tracks on a bonus CD. This would be our introduction to her. And on the back here, you can see the bonus disc tracks right here, which has Right as Rain and Chasing Pavements, which would be the two most known songs from this album. But these were recorded live at the Hotel Cafe, which is in Los Angeles. And down here it even says it was on March 20th, 2008, which is the year that this album is from, which is quite a bit of time ago, which is hard to believe sometimes. We'll open it up. There is the disc, and this one folds out this way to show the other disc, as well as the picture of her back here, quite some time ago. We'll just flip through this real quick. There she is with a nice British phone booth in the background. And you see we get all the lyrics, as well as some nice photos. There's the lyrics for Right as Rain. It's a nice little picture of her. And there she is again playing the guitar, acoustic. And here we get a nice collage with her thank yous. If I forget you, I'm sorry. It doesn't mean I'll forget you. this album was just a nice introduction to her and her singing, which I think has captivated so many people over the years. With this being 19, of course her albums are all numbered after the age she was when she releases it, so she was 19 at the time. There's this CD for you. I do hope you enjoyed this. And I'll see you in the next dive. Today, let's dive into this CD. This is Brooke Ligertwood. And this is her album 7. There's some amazing songs on here. I do love Ancient Gates and 1,000 Hallelujahs. I think Honey in the Rock with Brandon Lake is pretty well known if you are into this genre of music. But there are some really good tracks on here. There's the disc, which said 7. And there's a lamb right there. This is a Christian worship CD. Flip through the booklet here. You can see that all the words here. But that is basically what's inside. The words for a lot of these are extremely powerful because they do use a lot of scripture, which is really great to be singing over yourself or hear somebody sing it over you. And here is all the credits, including the choir, which there's some very familiar names in here. If you happen to know anything about this community of people, you will probably see some that you recognize. I do really love this album. It's one of my favorite things I think she's ever done. And that's saying something, considering she's done so much. But that's this CD for you. I do hope you enjoy it. And I'll see you in the next dive. Welcome back. Today, let's dive into this Thursday CD, Full Collapse. This is their second full-length album, and probably the most known, most recognized, especially for anybody who loves the genre. The post-hardcore emo, screamo as some would call it. This is on Victory Records, and this is from 2001. I think Understanding in a Car Crash is probably the most widely known and recognized song. Probably one of the top ones, I would say, for this entire movement of emo. There's the disc. And I don't, that's not the track listings, but those are track times. I don't remember the significance of this. Those aren't even the track titles. If you remember the significance of what each of these markers are, why don't you go ahead and leave it in the comments. I'll take a look at the booklet here. I remember listening to this album over and over and over again. It was just such a staple of the time. And you can see here, it lists all the song lyrics on this side. That is for every track. And then on the other side, you see just some art and some photographs, and then right here you get the thanks and the production notes, which also lists you additional guitarists and vocals that were done on some of the tracks, as well as their contact info here. If you were into this scene at the time, I think this is probably something that got you into it. If not, it's something that you found while you were already listening to this stuff and you just couldn't put it down. They went on to create numerous albums that are all pretty good, but I think this one is the pivotal point for a lot of it. I hope you enjoy that, and I'll see you in the next dive.